Hello, good afternoon. We are back at the D.W. Davis Gymnasium for Bahamas Games basketball. I'm Tage, and to my right is Ivan Showtime. And we're in the knockout rounds of basketball for the Bahamas Games. We got Eleuthera coming up against Exuma, women's. And Ivan, I don't know if you want to talk about that double overtime wild thriller that Eleuthera played in against New Providence to get to this game.
Well, I'd say this, looking at the way how Exuma played to get to where they are today, it's going to be really a dogfight for both teams. Both teams throughout the whole entire tournament, they had a rough way to go, and they're here now. It's showtime.
It's showtime.
Oh, it is. It's showtime.
It's showtime. And, of course, LaShawn Pratt, we had the chance to talk to yesterday, University of Texas legend. She had 37 and 13 in double overtime. She did not sub out a minute. She's probably by far the best women's player in this tournament. And I saw her coming in, and she was them Eleuthera, those women from Eleuthera are banged up, and they got to get ready to go again.
Well, I had a chance to speak with the coach from the Exuma team, and he knows exactly what Higgs is capable of, and he said, Higgs is going to probably get her points, but he's going to contain the other teammates, and hopefully when it's all over said and done, they'll be up at least 2 points when the buzzer go off at the end of the game.
Yeah, I'm hoping for a good game as well. Hopefully not a double overtime, but just a good game, and they're gonna Exuma has a size advantage on Eleuthera. They're gonna try to go inside to number 16 Grant. Eleuthera with the guard play, they have Higgs, they have Wilson, number 2, so they're going to try to do him on the perimeter. They're going to try to slice him and dice him on the perimeter. Exuma has nice guards, too. They have Garcia Hanna, number 3. And so they're going to try to match up with them, and we're going to see what's going to happen right now. They're getting ready for tip-off. Try to get these lineups in real quick.
So, yeah, Coach, as we get ready to start, Coach, your prediction, who do you think is going to advance to go into the finals for the gold medal?
This is basketball. Team with the best player usually wins. And like I said earlier, Eleuthera has the best player in the tournament, LaShawn Higgs. And she said she don't get tired, but she can't get dinged up. So she played a rough physical game. She got to the line a bunch of times. She'll tell you she missed a couple. She wasn't happy with that, but she got to the line, which means she was getting hit. So she's probably banged up a little bit, but she's a professional. She knows how to take care of herself, take care of her body, get up and play another day. So we'll see right now. What's happening.
That's right, folks. If you're not here yet, you got time to come on down. We at the Donald Davis Gym, and it's all about put up or shut up time. We'll call it as we see who would advance to go into the gold medal game, which is scheduled to play at the Secondary Isaacs. They're going to play the gold medal, or are they going to bring it back here to Donald Davis?
I'm trying to pull it up right now. I'm trying to pull these games up as knockout rounds. Oh, yeah, they're going to Secondary after this to play the finals.
Wow. So we see referee, of course, Chris Saunders, who's no kind of stranger to officiating. Of course, the more years he had officiating, the ideal person now to call this semifinals.
Chris has been doing this for a long time.
Forever.
And he has a great temperament to be a ref. He knows the game inside and out. He's very friendly, but he doesn't take anything from anybody.
I think, speaking of not taking anything from anybody, Chris is wondering now, with the circumstances, and I think, they're going to call it Eleuthera basketball now, as we get set to get things underway here at the Donald Davis Gym. And Coach, you say you like, you didn't tell me who you like in this.
I'm going Eleuthera all the way.
Eleuthera, okay.
LaShawn Higgs, not her best game, but she's still...
There's a 3-pointer on the way, no good. Now Exuma with the rebound, bringing the ball up court. So here is Grant inside with the early 2 points. And I think Exuma is going to ride Grant today.
You got the size advantage inside. You got to go with it. Grant gets busy on the inside, and that's Higgs trying to get started early. It's Garcia. Oh, it's not Hannah. That's Hannah there handling the ball.
So, speaking of going inside the ground, back out to the sharp shooting guard. That's no good. Rebound knocked away by Eleuthera. Ball retrieved by Exuma. Pivot drive. Bring it back out to the ground on top. Saunders now, the smooth point guard. And that's going to be a foul early in the ball game, says referee Saunders. So right now they're going to call a traveling. Traveling is on Mabel Dean, sorry. Now here comes Exuma.
That's Wilson with the ball.
And
Higgs with the and she tell you that she tell you yesterday she had a miserable day from the line, but she was undeterred when her team needed her to step up.
Oh, and then there's a tip of inside. Boy, I tell you, we're tied at 2 now. This is actually early going. Long jump shot out, no good. Rebound inside from Exuma. That's Dean again, drawing the foul, and she'll go to the line. Slow start for both of these teams. And Coach, you know, I talk about the stress with these athletes are going through right now in terms of having to prepare themselves to play after playing yesterday practically all day, waking up early this morning, and now they're ready to go again.
Yeah, they've been playing pretty much 2 games a week, 2 games a day for basically the entire week, and it is taxing. And the thing about playing in a game, it isn't actually even playing. It's the process. It's getting up every day, getting stretched, making sure you understand your game plan and preparing. That can drain you. I know there was times when I was in college and when I was pro, I caught DMPs. I didn't play, and I was just as worn out as if I played. So just the process of playing can wear on you. It's a lot. And
so you see Cashier now taking over
Sorrell
as far
Cash.
as the bench coach.
Sorrell Cash has more basketball experience than anybody probably in this building. and she's tough as nails, so she can get them right.
So now, Dean now with a couple of free throws on the way. Dean with the first free throw. No good. And we see the fans are coming in now. Second free throw. That's also no good.
That's Marvia Dean. Looks like she's going to get a mulligan.
Somebody might have had a lane violation. Next free throw in, out, and back in. So in the early going, she got a point.
And Adina Webster played big for Exuma yesterday. She's their young point guard off the bench. I don't see her on the court right now. So you think they'd ride the hot hand and get it going? It's a tournament. They got Garcia Hanna in the game, Tracy Lewis, Cedrica Sweeting number 4, Dina Webster. Oh no, she's not again. And Dean.
So now here comes Exuma now with numbers all the way to Dean inside, and I think they're going to call her for a travel.
And that's a textbook run out by Dean. She runs the floor. That's what you want your bigs to do. Run the middle of the floor, look for the ball. She doesn't come to jump stop travels, and it's a turnover going the other way. And Eleuthera has another chance to get going.
So now Eleuthera now with the basketball, a long three-pointer by Saunders. That's no good. Right with the rebound. And here comes Sweeting now. And it's going to result in a turnover.
Another turnover, second straight turnover by Exuma. And when you have a scorer like Higgs, you're playing against, you want to capitalize on all of your chances. And it's Exuma with the second straight turnover. The Sweeting coming down with the ball.
This is on inside to Grant. Grant goes to work off the glass.
Strong to the rim.
That's good. Grant, the big power forward. Now here's Eleuthera now with the basketball. In the corner. Sanders now bring it back on top, and they're going to call her for a travel. Man, I tell you, a lot of turnovers early in this one.
Yeah, this is the story of the tournament. Team struggling to get situated early, find their rhythm. But you see Exuma still with the early lead.
Okay, now Sweeting with the basketball, swing it around to Lewis.
Grant inside.
Lewis inside to Grant, and Grant draws the foul. This is exactly what the coach told me yesterday. They're going to ride Grant as far as they can. They're going to get on her back and ride her mainly because she is the leader on this team, and they're going to ask her to bring them home.
And that's just a great way to get an early lead against a team with dynamic guards, and she misses. That's a great way to get a lead. Go inside to where your advantages, play to your strengths, slow them down. When they're at the free throw line, boxing out there, not on the run, and you don't want these guys to get on the run. Grant unable to cash in.
So now slowly you're seeing the game picking up a little bit, but the scoring continues to be. Wait a minute, they got a official timeout on the floor. Here's Exuma now, a long two-pointer by Rowe. And Rowe missed it, but they had it knocked up. So another long two-pointer, that's no good. Rebound, Eleuthera able to come up with it, and I think they had it knocked away, and no, they're going to say it's Exuma basketball. Speaking of Sanders being in control, he's telling the coach over at the Eleuthera bench. Now here comes Exuma now with the basketball.
They're trying to get the Grant inside.
Trying to get it inside the Grant, had it knocked away,
Pass
but
wasn't
it's
good.
still
You don't want to come down.
Eleuthera basketball.
You don't want to come down straight away and get the post up. You usually want to swing it across the formation and then come back, and that way you will get in a more favorable matchup. When the defense is set, they can all load up on Grant.
Ball inside to Grant again, and Grant
goes up,
taking advantage of it. The big power forward. So now here is Eleuthera now with an opportunity. See what they can do. They go inside to that big man, which is Black. So they're Black, and Black just turned it over.
She just said, here, take a turnover.
So Sweeting now dishes it down low.
To
Hannah down low, no good. But of course, Grant cleaning up the board, putting it back up, no good. And then, of course, then we had, that's Dean. Dean with a follow-up, and she was fouled, so she'll go to the line. Meanwhile, we have a substitute on the floor. So Dane now with two free throws coming up. First free throw, no good. Second free throw when she doesn't get the roll. But Exuma with the rebound, they try to outlet it to Dean, but it was overthrown. So that's another turnover for Exuma. So Exuma now with a 7-2 lead. Still in the first quarter, 3 minutes left.
And Exuma's largely managed to get shots where they wanted it in the paint, and they've been able to get to the line, but they just haven't been able to cash in. Nevertheless, they've built up a 7-2 lead.
So Ball State now, it's still Eleuthera's basketball. With only 2 points to this point.
Skip pass. That's what you want to do against the zone. Got to see a shooter.
Rebound, Dean. Dean's trying
in there. He's scrapping in there.
Yeah, she's handling the boards. Now here's Sweeting. Sweeting looking inside.
Pass.
Good pass inside.
Lewis.
Off the glass, so that's good.
With the lefty.
Boy, I tell you, we're seeing Exuma now with a 9-2 lead. So now, roll back to Roll. Wilson on top of the key, and Roll had it knocked away, but a foul is going to call, and they're going to say still Eleuthera's basketball. Meanwhile, they got substitution on the floor.
And there's a Dina Webster in. Eleuthera keeping hits going a little small. They got Dean out of there. They got Webster in. Going with the quick, explosive guard, Dina Webster.
Well, yesterday, Webster played a tremendous game yesterday.
Looks like they're going.
So now here's Wilson dribbling and driving, dishing it out. And oh, they turn it over.
Just to nobody.
So now here comes Exuma now.
Webster.
Inside.
Instant offense.
Instant offense, coach, like you said.
Webster, she can get going in a hurry.
So Webster now.
She's a bucket for Exuma. And this Higgs step right into it.
Oh, money
for her. You got to get out on her. She might be dinged up in this tournament. Everybody is, but she can do that. You want to get out there. Webster's going to go right back out of there.
So Exuma now bringing in the ball inside. Had it knocked away for a moment. And back to Webster. Webster dribble. Tough spot. Up and in. No good. Knocked away, and they're going to call a foul. And I think that foul is going to be on Grant. That's the first foul. And Grant is a strong lady, man.
Pastor Grant, she's played on a couple national teams. She's in the program. She knows what she's doing. She knows just the shot she wants to get. She wants to get right up under that rim, back it down, work that ball inside. She is tired. She needs a blow. I was watching them warm up before the game started, and she was dinged up as well. Everybody's tired. Like we were talking about before this game, this tournament is a test of how in shape you are, your endurance.
Absolutely.
And of course, for Eleuthera, they got LaShawn Higgs doesn't get tired, so Exuma's gonna have to keep pouring it on. I was wondering what they were doing, bringing Webster off the bench, not starting her, but it seems like they got her in there so they could just keep going. She don't get tired either. She could get buckets. So that's some strategy by Exuma. Keeping probably their best scoring wing off the bench so that she can come in for instant offense and keep pouring it on. And so far it's working. Let's see if Higgs could get going. She had 37 last night. We know she'd get going in a hurry.
So now we got a 11-5 ball game. About a minute and 10 seconds left in the first quarter. Eleuthera trying to work their way into this one. I don't know if that double overtime have them a little fatigued, but right now they only score 5 points in this quarter at this point.
For sure, they are tired. They're trying to play through it. There we go. Good ball moving by Eleuthera. They moved a little. Oh, good pass by Higgs.
Good court pass. And Grant knocked it away.
And as the story for the whole tournament, the refs are letting them play. That could have easily been a foul on Grant. It looks like she tried to take one. The refs didn't give it to her, though. They're going to just call it out. Good movement.
So now Eleuthera now still with the basketball. And she's going to be called for the travel. Boy, Eleuthera's making so many turnovers.
Yeah, they're tired. They're going to have to bunker down and concentrate and try to take their time beating this big strong, dynamic Exuma team had it directing traffic.
Oh, good play for Grant, but Grant misses it.
Great interior passing, good setup by Exuma, but no dice, and that's what you don't want to see. Higgs coming at you. She could do that.
Oh, man, off of 1 foot.
You never want to see that. Higgs coming at you with the head of steam. She's going to come out of there with a bucket. And Exuma communicating out there. Lewis.
Rebound, Grant, and Grant puts it back up.
Grant got to box her out. And there we have it. Exuma up 13-7. Exuma dominating inside with Grant and Dean going to work in the post. They got the dynamic guard off the bench, Adina Webster, but there's knowledge and experience coaching her up. Sherelle Cash. She can learn a lot.
Oh, I'll never stop coaching. Never.
She can learn a lot from that lady right there. She better listen. She better listen to everything she has to say. Eleuthera went big. Exuma went big inside against Eleuthera, the team with smaller interior players but good guards. But Higgs kind of got it going at the end. She had a three. You see her going in transition. Exuma's gonna have to hit these shots if they want to win these games, because Higgs is not gonna stop, and she's gonna score a lot of points. So let's see how it goes in the second quarter. And they are winded on the bench. You see them sitting down trying to save their legs. Dina Webster just graduated from Archbishop Carroll in Miami, Florida. So she's a hooper. And there we are. I got some info on Adina Webster for you. She's headed to Temple University. She's the second.
Ooh, that's another 3-pointer by Higgs.
And there's Higgs heating up. Higgs, a hot prospect herself with the University of Texas. Adina Webster, second leading high school scorer in the entire nation in her class. From Archbishop Carroll, so she's a hooper right there. The young high schooler Webb still has a lot to learn. We see, there you go, interior pass. Great high-low play. It's textbook high-low play. Long Island, their guys could learn. They could watch this and take a few pointers on how you go big to big inside and play to your advantage. But Webster, first 3 games of her high school season in Miami, had 41, 51, and 45 points.
Wow.
Averaged 12.5 rebounds and 5 steals a game. She's a hooper. She's ready to give buckets.
And here is Grant again with a rebound and a putback.
On the other side is another D1 hooper, Higgs. And you never want to dribble into a crowd like that, especially against the set zone. Let's kick it back up. Let's move it. And that's another baller right there.
Oh, man, that's big. With another 2-point. I see all the fans now are coming in. This is going to be an exciting day for basketball here at the Donald Davis. Another 3-pointer.
I think that's a long two. She's right inside the line.
He's calling the refs now to find out whether or not they will count it. 2 refs get together.
Yeah, Saunders will school you to the game now. That's a guy who knows his basketball.
think Sanders is trying to tell the players they can't come in on substitution unless the referee calls you. So if the referee doesn't call you, you can't come, even though it may be a timeout. So now we're back to action, Coach. And another 3-pointer on the way, but of course that one is not good, short. And here comes Exuma now with numbers. Scrap pulls up, rebound.
It's going the other way.
Higgs, but they would say a push in the back. So ball would be Eleuthera's basketball. Now here comes Eleuthera now. Remember, the winner of this game plays for the gold medal. So now we're in the second quarter. 6 minutes left.
Man,
that's
a wild
vicious
right
rebound there.
Yeah, that's a wild possession. You want to move the ball against those bigs. You want to dribble into them, and they go right back to Grant. They know where their bread is buttered. That's Higgs telling them to get on the run. Higgs with the big rebound. Higgs had 13 of them things last night. And
Higgs, wait a minute. No, that's rolled it.
Roll with the pump and the finish. And it's Hannah going. They're looking to get that in the paint and go right back to Grant or Dean.
So then we got a foul being committed by Higgs. She ran at the ball and accidentally knocked Lewis in the eye. But once she gets some water, put some ice on that, I guess she'll be okay, hopefully. So ball out to the side now. Now Sweeting.
Dina Webster, the Temple commit.
It's a Webster dribble drive through the lane, and she misses it. But she'll go to the line.
That's one of the top players in the state of Florida right there, coming back to rep for her home island. Dina Webster, Temple bound. Coming back to the home country to do some things before she heads off to college. It's so cool to see. I don't think women's basketball in this country gets enough praise as it is, but we have some very good women's basketball players, and that's two of our best right there. One guarding the other. Webster against Higgs, Wilson.
Ball been knocked away. And Higgs. Sorry, that's rolled. Wait a minute, that's Higgs. Both of them were just about the same hairstyle. So now Higgs with the basketball. Setting up the offense, asking for a pick, goes around and stops, 3-pointer. No good. Rebound, here comes Exuma now.
She kind of rushed that. I want to see a player. She almost loses it, Webster. I see you need to get the ball to right there. Ooh. Travel. Bonus step right in there.
Yeah. And Webster's looking like me. Did I travel? And I don't have a visa.
I take a gather step. That's what they say. Take a gather step, coach. Higgs wants the ball in a high post. She wants to go right at their post players. Webster's base guarding her. Pop.
Yes, Wilson now. Dribble drive.
Right at
Euro steps, but she loses the basketball.
And they're taking Higgs out of that game. And if Eleuthera wants a chance to win, she needs to come over there, get the ball off the handoff, get downhill, get towards the rim, get a shot up. Christine in the post.
Oh, good post-up move. They're going to
Travels.
say no. What it said? They're saying... So now it's Eleuthera basketball. Meanwhile, we had some water on the floor. It's been wiped up, and we're ready to go now. So now here's Eleuthera now. Wilson with the basketball.
And they're trying to take Higgs out of that game. And if I'm Coach Higgs, I'm drawing something up to get her the ball. You don't want her just standing around. You want her active. Even if she's moving off the ball, there we go. She's open right there. Even if she's active off the ball, you could still.
So Eleuthera now
so occupied the defense.
coming back. It's a 16-19 ball game.
And there's Webster. She can heat it up. Averaged 34 points a game in high school. Oh, good ball movement against the zone. Great ball movement, good shot. Really good. And that's a nightmare scenario for Exuma right there. Shan Higgs bearing down on you. Webster does not like the call.
First free throw from Higgs is good. Looked like Higgs was up all night working on her free throws now. Good form and everything.
She was not happy about the way last night went. I'm sure she probably stayed. She probably found the court somewhere, got out there and shot all night long. She looks like she did not get any sleep coming in this morning. Luther got the game within one. Let's see how Exuma answers. They're probably going to go inside their bread and butter. Oh, slow rotation. Very slow rotation. They were, and that's what happens when you have a big who could score, who posted big. Grant posted up high. They just went down low, got the easy bucket.
Wilson now with a long three. That's no good.
Not a great shot by Wilson. You want to move the ball around more. Hit a shooter in rhythm, get going towards the rim. Let's pull up.
Stop and pop. Man, by Sweeting.
Coach Higgs calls times out. Calls timeout. They did not have a good possession last time down. He's going to call timeout, try to get him going. And I'm sorry, Adina Webster, actually, she's going into her senior year at Temple University. She's the 8th leading scorer in the U.S.
Oh, that's in the U.S.
Go in the U.S. in high school, in all the high school in the U.S. She's
Yes,
the 8th leading scorer. She's averaging 34 points a game.
That's a lot of points.
She's one of the best players in the country, and she came all the way back here to play in the Bahamas games. She's about 17. She's a junior going on senior in high school. Like I said, playing against another highly ranked recruit, LaShan Higgs and Eleuthera. It's kind of amazing how they're a lot alike. Just at different stages. And it's kind of beautiful how the game is where Adina Webster can come here and learn from someone like Sherelle Cash, who probably didn't have the accolades coming out of high school that she has, but has experience, has so much experience, so much real world basketball acumen. Like the game is his own teacher, man.
Indeed. Here's Higgs now with the basketball.
Higgs, she's gonna go to work.
She's trying to get through the lane and does throw it up off the glass. It's no good. Rebound. Grant has the basketball and she is fouled.
Things are getting heated in there. That's number 10, Dorvesta Bullard with the foul. She does not like the call.
So now, Exuma now with a chance to add on to their lead. We had a blocking foul. I think the buzzer is stick. I think they may have some problem with that buzzer.
Somebody pull the plug on it. Reset it.
So now with 2 minutes,
Hey,
8 seconds left.
Chris is like, get it together, and they were like, you worry about yourself, buddy. We got this figured out. We've been doing this. Experienced scorers down there. They seen it all, done it all. They got this well in hand. Lewis was the second one, but
Got back inside and she is fouled. She'll go to the line. So now Grant now.
living at the line.
Oh, I'm telling you. So now it's a 25-18. 7 points lead for Exuma, and now we have a foul that's been committed by Camp.
That's a cheap one. You don't want that one, especially on a score like that. You want to get her at the rim, stopping a layup. That's
I think they earned the penalty.
Put on the line. Things are heated in there. This is not very crowded, but they're loud. We could hear them in there right now. Oh, Chris with the tech.
Chris calling a tech.
Saunders is not happy in there. He gives him the tech.
I see Furley Bean from New Providence is headed to the gym. Nobby, wonder how sailing went. Of course, I heard that the Long Island boys, they took care of everything as far as sailing goes.
And Higgs, perfect from the line tonight. She said what happened last night is not happening tonight. No, sir.
And you know, Coach, you know how important it is to have good legs when it comes to shooting free throws.
Yeah.
And anytime you get tired, that's what happens. You start missing those free throws. You know you're capable of hitting them, but you're just not. You don't have those knees strong enough to help you through.
Well, I missed a lot of my days, so I can tell you how important it is to get those legs lined up. That's why it's John Wooden who invented it. Shooting free throws at the end of practice. Whenever you're tired, after you run, let's get some free throws.
Yeah.
They're scrapping it
there. That will help you. Oh, Grant just took that ball away, and there it is. She's back up again.
Higgs fighting in there.
Hustling for it, and it's going to be
Luther ball.
Eleuthera's basketball.
There's Higgs in there battling with much bigger players.
I'm telling you.
That's when you're a pro. You got to have that mentality. You got to be ready to take on. You got to be ready to take on the world.
So we got a minute and about 36 seconds left in this first half.
I want to see Higgs coming down off the screen right there.
Good pump faking.
That's a wild drive.
And ball, I think it's knocked away. I'm not hearing anything from the refs. Now here comes Abaco now, trying to pump into that 5-point lead, and Grant penetrating inside, and she'll go to the line.
And who else but Grant again, bulldogging away inside, getting to the line, keeping Exuma alive, keeping the lead.
Grant misses the first one. Free throw, she didn't get the roll, and Dean got the rebound, but she also missed.
And Luther's gonna have to, they got a gang rebound. They got to get 4 or 5 players in there, box them out, and get on the board. That's the only chance they got to match up with the size of Exuma. Ooh, that was wild. You got to lead the follow through, hold the follow through up. Both. Doesn't matter. Grant said, I'll get it back. She runs into that brick wall.
For some reason, I don't know why Eleuthera is trying to run through.
Yeah, they got tunnel vision. You draw the defense, skip it across, get a better shot for somebody else. Said they're running into him, but he's going to get to the line. Sean Saunders for Luther back at the line. Let's see if she can get these. Saunders gets both. They're going to get their subs in. Saunders is perplexed. Got Leah Bain in the game for Exuma, the guard, number 1. Higgs leaks out, but they get it to her late. Let's see if she can convert. And she could have got a layup if they got the ball out there in time. Get it to her late. She takes an off-balance shot. No good. Exuma staying true to the game plan, getting it inside to Grant. Lewis seeks out the contact and gets it. We got Lewis headed to the line.
13 seconds left in the first half here. So it's a 27 to 22. The free throw is good.
And we got Higgs getting face guarded again. Get that ball to her. Nice move.
Oh, good move there. Of course, that's roll now.
Nice move to. And we're waiting for the stats to come in. Great move by Roll to bring Eleuthera within 6. Eleuthera seems to have a hard time getting their guards going. Exuma's sticking to the game plan, getting it into their post players, Dean and Grant, Leaja Grant. They've been getting to the line. They haven't been converting. If they were converting like they should have been, they would have been up by 10, 15 points. Instead, they're up by 6, but they're controlling the game against Eleuthera. they're sticking to what they want to do. They're staying true to themselves. And the coaches in the huddle. And we're going to go to break. And when we come back, we're going to get you
updated with all the stats.
We're going to get you with some stats from the first half of Exuma versus Eleuthera. This is Bahamas game. I'm Taze. It's Showtime. We'll be right back.
Here, in the heart of Nassau, we welcome you to Bahama Handprints. Since 1966, we've been designing and manufacturing one-of-a-kind fabric. Every yard is printed by hand, and every garment and accessory crafted with expert care. Meet Les, our head printer for over 30 years. Les delicately prints each swath of fabric in our Harbor Bay factory, a skill he has mastered over decades, a true labor of love. Our islands inspire the vibrant colors and tropical motifs synonymous with Bahama handprints. Our team of artisans passionately creates an array of apparel and accessories for women, men, and children. A visual feast, designed and made locally. Visit our factory store in Harbor Bay today to see it unfold before your very eyes, or visit one of our 2 boutiques located in Sandyport, Nassau, or Governor's Harbor, Eleuthera. Bahama Handprints. Boldly Bahamian.
Inspections by the MVTS are to begin January 2024 on all commercial vehicles. Drivers will need to ensure that their trucks meet safety standards. Inspection areas include lights, horns, brakes, hydraulic systems. All trailers must be inspected on the same timeline, must have proper brakes, locking systems, and is roadworthy. Contact us at 601-0629 for further details and appointments.
Blue Lagoon Island is an amazing private island day away that's fun for all ages. Choose your speed. Swim in the calm lagoon. Conquer the inflatable aqua park. Tour the island via Segway or relax in a hammock under a swaying palm tree. Visit our dolphins, sea lions, stingrays, and sharks for an encounter of a lifetime. There's just so much to see and do on beautiful Blue Lagoon Island. Call 363-1003 to book your spot today.
First we plan, then we innovate, then we build. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we are committed to quality, to safety, and to service. We know that the road you take is just as important as your final destination. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, it is our job to make sure the road and the ride are as smooth as possible. From striping roads to building them, we are the right choice, the trusted choice, the only choice to help you build your tomorrow.
Grammy, what's a common loftier goal?
Well, my sweet one, a common loftier goal is a shared dream that we, as Bahamians, achieve together. It's a vision of unity, progress, and prosperity for all of our beautiful islands. You see, a common loftier goal is about working together towards something bigger than ourselves. It is what we are always striving to achieve. Now, how we get there is by one small step at a time.
But our country is so small.
Well, hon, you'll be surprised what can happen when you believe.
And we're back at the D.W. Davis Gymnasium for the Bahamas Games basketball. I'm Tage.
And I'm Showtime, by the way. I'm Showtime.
That's Ivan Showtime. We got first half knockout round. Exuma Navigators up against the Eleuthera Adventurers, 28-24. And we got Exuma playing big inside. They're sticking with their... They got Sherelle Cash out there with the X's and O's, educating them, giving them an education. But Exuma stuck to their game plan. They went inside to their bigs.
Well, Coach, that was the game plan from day one. When I spoke to the coach for the Exuma team, he told me, he said, man, listen, we're going to take it inside. We're going to take it inside. And that's what they did.
And big Liaja Grant with 14 points and 13 rebounds, playing big inside. Marvia Dean, 11 rebounds, only 1 point, but it don't matter because they're holding down the inside for Exuma, and they have the lead for Eleuthera, the phenom, the pro, LaShawn Higgs, 15 points. Nobody else doing much. Deshaun Saunders with 5 points, 1 of 6 shooting. They're 8 of 30 from the floor. LaShawn Higgs has 5 of those field goals. They're running the brick wall. Exuma's managed to stay on time, on target, going inside to Grant, to Dean. Grant's been getting to the line. She is, let's pull this up. They got her the wrong number. She's 6 for 12. She's 2 for 7 on free throws, but she's getting to the line, and she's putting Eleuthera players in jeopardy, in foul trouble. We got the youngster, Temple-bound Adina Webster, coming off the bench. She didn't really do too much in this half because they're sticking with the game plan, going inside. She's 1 and 2 with a 3-pointer. We're gonna see what's happening in the second half.
That's right, coaches. Now as we get set for the start of the second half, remember, winner goes on to the gold medal game. Loser plays for the bronze.
I was going to say loser goes back to the island. That sounds better than plays for the bronze.
No, man, they get to play for the bronze. Now, the bronze game, who loses that will probably head back to the island.
Well, everybody going back to the island after that.
Anyway, folks, we're back in action now as we see Eleuthera trying to get a fast start inside to roll and roll off the glass, and that's good. Meanwhile, Grant was knocked down doing the play, but she's back up and heading on the other side, playing some defense. Now here comes Exuma now.
That's Leon Cooper. Just he'll be walking inside. Player turn referee.
So now inside, and that is good. Dean now with early 2 buckets here in this third quarter.
It's Marvia Dean getting big inside. Eleuthera, they can do what they do.
Long shot by Roll and counted.
Alkia Roll with the knockdown.
Alkia Roll with a 3-pointer.
And
so now we got a 30 to 28.
So there we go. Get the score right. We got a 1-point game. Clutch shooting. Let's go strength on strength.
So it is 29.
And they're going to pound that. You got to.
So they're going inside to Grant. Grant off the glass, and that's good. Man, I tell you, Grant, they don't have an answer for Grant. I think the referee is warning.
Oh,
somebody, she might have got knocked in the eyes. Or
looks like she had a nose ring in or something like that.
Oh, she had a nose ring in.
That's Blair Black.
And I think what the coach is saying is she had the nose ring in a long time. I mean, why you want it out now?
I mean,
what?
You know, coming in the game, you can't play no nose ring. Like, come on, man. That's on the coach. Oh, I think they call it a tag.
Yeah, they did.
Oh, that's killer in a 3-point game.
Ooh. They said basketball don't lie.
That's Cedrica Sweeting. Misses it. Or was it delay a game? I don't know. We'll see.
So now here's Eleuthera now.
Looks like Exuma was about to set up a press, but they said no.
And ball, meantime, knocked away, but it's still Eleuthera's basketball.
And I don't know if that was a trap, but you want to get that ball in the middle of the court unless somebody's wide open down there. No need to pass into a crowd. Get it to your best ball handler. Let him make a play. Wilson
now had it knocked away, and Exuma came up with it.
It's the second time
Exuma with numbers. Exuma down low, back to it.
Good.
Grant trailing the fast break, and she gets the layup.
And you love to see your bigs running the floor.
Grant is well schooled.
You love to see your bigs running the floor, getting an
I'm
easy
telling
bucket.
you, that's their reward. Ball swing around as far as the Eleuthera goes, but now here comes Exuma now.
I know.
34 to 29 lead and the basketball.
And they're going to go inside again to Grant.
Grant around the corner, and it's knocked away, and here comes,
Chip.
and they turn it back over. Now they're going to go inside the thing, and she scores it.
You know, Mike D'Antoni once said, when he coached the Knicks, he said, I don't believe that the big man runs, so we give him the ball. He said the big man runs because we pay him to run.
Here's a long three-pointer, and that's no good.
I was a big guy who liked to get out and run.
Here's roll
and
now,
get easy
ball
buckets.
inside and roll is foul. She go to the line.
She go to the line. I'm a big man who used to like to get out and run and get easy buckets. I was saying I wasn't trying to post up, so I ran because I wanted to get a dunk.
But it looks so graceful when you see the big guys running the floor and being rewarded for running the floor.
Yeah, you love to see bigs run. And what it does is it puts the defense at a disadvantage because they're struggling to play catch up. And even if they're not open, if you're covering the big man running, somebody's open behind them. So you always want your bigs to run as hard as they could down the floor. But
now what I don't like to see happen as I watch you talk with the big guys is when the big guys are running the floor and they don't get rewarded.
Yeah, if you're
especially
open,
when they finish playing defense.
If they open, get it to them, man.
Get
them the ball.
But basketball has changed so much, like the NBA level. You see a 3-on-2, and then the guard,
they shoot a three.
They shoot a three. You know, he's like, what's this?
Sweeting tees it up. I think what happened is guys are so good. There used to be guys in the NBA who wasn't there for anything basketball related. They was there for goonery. But now, Sebastian Gray, you look tired, buddy. Sebastian Gray is tired. I think now you got guys in the NBA. Everybody can play. Everybody can do basketball stuff. There's
a reverse layup.
Webster, the young
by
phenom.
Webster.
I think now you have guys who could just play everybody 1 through 5, could shoot, dribble, pass, move their feet on the perimeter, jump. Back in the day, there was guys who were in the NBA to throw elbows and fight.
Yeah.
And so
fellas scout you because of your size. How tall is he? 6'9"? I need to talk to him.
Yeah, so it's a different game, but it's an athletic game. It's a skill game.
Good pass by Wilson.
Getting a backboard.
Here comes Exuma now with numbers. Lewis. Off the glass, Lewis, and that's good.
They're finishing inside.
So now with a 9-point lead, Exuma.
There's Higgs. A lot of contact
Higgs
in there.
trying to draw the foul. She didn't. Oh, what a pass.
Run out, good pass.
Oh, my goodness, what a pass. Man, I tell you, Saunders, with that nice no-look feed.
And that's sweeting to Webster. Webster's going to finish that. She's a bucket.
There's another long three, and that's good.
Alkia Rule getting it going.
Try to stay in this.
Scratching
Roll
floor.
with a long-range three-pointer.
I haven't seen a good possession yet from Eleuthera where a guard breaks down the defense and kicks it outside to the
look at that pass inside.
Great.
Dean,
Inside pass. Dean says, give me that. She says, count it.
I'm telling you, that is a great pass. Every now and then, you see Eleuthera look like they're now in sync, and then a couple of plays later, they're like, what are we doing here?
And I love that Exuma stays true to themselves. They know what they are. They're not being wild. They have somebody in Webster who's a guard, who could score a lot, but they're staying true to themselves. They said, we get the size advantage. We got Grant, we got Dean, we're going to go inside and pound that ball inside. And Dean only had 1 point in the first half, and what do? They go there again. She gets 4 more right away. She says, count the bucket. And Exuma opens up that lead.
So now we got a 44-33 lead for Exuma. Meanwhile, you're taking a look at two of our senior referees. So when are we going to mic up the referees? Just to see what they be thinking. Hey, what you say, Philip? Well, I don't know. What do you think? Oh, I think she traveled. Okay, let's go with that.
That would be we talk about Terrell Castro, the basketball education. Listening to Woodside and Lewis and Saunders, that would be that would be an interesting conversation. It's not something you think about often, but that would be great. That would be great TV.
See who's going to convince who. Oh, I think she walked. No, but she didn't move her people. Listen, she walked. Okay.
That's Lewis out. And they're throwing everything they have to guard Higgs.
There's another long three-pointer by Eleuthera. That's no good. But Eleuthera able to get the rebound, and she is fouled. And of course,
Sean Saunders, I thought that was going to be an and one. That was went in just now. Said they fouled her. Good foul at the rim. And they're throwing they go full man up. They're throwing everything they have at Higgs. That's not a good pass. They're throwing everything they have at Higgs. And this is why player movement and ball movement is so important, because things get stagnant. You're gonna have to find a way to get your ball to your best players. And they're just standing around getting defended. You really don't like to see that. You want your scorers in motion, ready to catch the ball and attack.
Now, Johnson may have 4 fouls. You got to check that, Coach.
That's the Dina Webster, 4 fouls.
Webster with 4 fouls?
That's not good, but that's fine because
there's a long tree.
Air ball, Higgs, and she's probably feeling that game last night, going into double overtime, playing every minute. I'm sure she's tired.
Here comes Exuma.
Great pass inside.
Come on, you got to finish, yo.
Ball knocked around, and it's going to be Olympics basketball.
Exuma, time and time again, they're just making great entry passes.
Oh, almost stolen. But here's Higgs dribbling inside, penetrates, and draw the foul.
They're making great entry passes. What that tells me is that Eleuthera's not getting enough ball pressure, because you don't want to allow a straight entry pass. You want to work for it.
First free throw is good.
She's perfect from the line for the day.
What a difference a day make.
She did say she was going to do better. As soon as I say it, I'm not gonna jinx her anymore.
So now here's Saunders now for the Exuma team, looking to run that offense. Dribbling, driving, stop, pop. Almost money. But she's fouled and she'll go to the line.
Yeah, Sweeting fouled by Saunders, and that's a rough foul. Fouling a shooter on a mid-range too. In the modern game, that's a shot on defense you want them to take. You want them to take a 2-pointer with a hand in their face. That's the shot you want to give up. And she fouls her on. She turns good defense into good offense.
So second free throw now. No good. Eleuthera with a rebound. And we see Higgs slowly get up.
Higgs is banged up for sure.
Yeah, she looks like
I don't know.
And the ball not stolen. Now here comes Exuma with numbers.
Good pass for Sweeting.
Ready for the pass, bro?
Christiana Richardson can't handle it. It's a great pass from Sweeting.
So, Coach, let me ask you something while we have a slight break in the action. For instance, how Higgs was able to come to play in the Bahamas games. During the time that you played, for instance, if there was a tournament you wanted to be a part of, you have to get special permission to do that, or you could just say, hey, we're playing on the weekend, I don't have no classes, or nothing urgent to deal with other than practice or whatever.
Most tournaments were in the summer, so So once we were gone, we were gone. Like,
Oh, okay.
you know, what I mean, once we were gone, we were out of there. You come back, you practice with the national team, you get selected, and you go. But those tournaments, like, you play. School is from August to May, pretty much. Season is from November to March. So once the season is over, you're good. And pretty much did what we wanted in the summer. Pretty much, because I'm sure it was some stuff we probably should have been playing in that we were playing in. So it's fine. And then for Webster's in high school, so I'm sure high school doesn't mind her playing in a local tournament. She's from New Providence. She went to T.A. Thompson. Higgs is a pro, just like a lot of the guys are. She might even be in between teams, I think, depending on where she is. So I think, and one by Higgs. So she has a lot of leeway in what she can do. You have more leeway as a professional than you do in college. In college, they dominate your life.
Yeah.
College, they might say, ain't no summer break. It's a Chris explaining some stuff to Exuma's coaches. Not looking good for Eleuthera, but they're going to try to get back in this game with free throws and one from Higgs. But I know when I was in college too, you talk about what I did. I did a lot of summer school, so I wasn't really home much when I was playing ball in college. Either way. When I was overseas, though, everybody came home. We all worked out together. So and we just play ball in whatever tournament we could find. So if this is happening, these never happened when I was away because I was in high school during the last one. But if the Bahamas games happened, we'd have been all over it. We'd been all about it, all of us. A lot of guys I played with still there playing in the Bahamas games.
Let me get this done.
Sweeting deviating from the game plan, decided to shoot a quick one. You got Grant posting up big, and Grant's talking to her like, yeah.
Hey, come on, I'm in the low post.
You know what we doing. You know, there we go. And Sweeting gets her the program, and there we go. Just work through her. She's dominating inside.
Yeah, she works Sweeting up.
There we go. Sweeting getting back on track, staying with the game plan, and they got a bucket. And Higgs is limping over there. Obama Sweeting, and you can try to slow that down. Nope.
Oh, good pass.
Better pull out, shot. Boom, better go lay out.
Man, I tell you,
Leah Bain.
Exuma now is clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, they're going.
Yeah, in this third quarter.
Higgs still going to go. She's limited. She doesn't care. She can get buckets regardless.
Here comes Eleuthera now.
They need to stop. They need to get pressure on that ball. They need to stop.
Higgs 39 to 49.
You know, the Sweeting, she's walking up the ball pretty much unopposed. She gets to any spot she wants on the floor. See that entry pass? Right into her. No pressure.
They're going to call a travel.
Unforced error from Exuma. But yeah, you notice the entry pass just now. Bain pretty much unopposed is able to just drop that ball in the post. You want, number 4, you want Roll to get up on her to put pressure on that pass, to not let it in that easy. And they're not doing that. And Exuma's able to pound Eleuthera inside.
Oh, good pass by Wilson inside.
Pass Wilson to Blair Black. Ooh.
Ball slipped.
Loses it.
He didn't know what he wanted to do.
You're going to call a blocking foul.
Look at me, say. Look, first you say. What you say?
Saunders calls a block. Wilson's going to line for two.
First free throw is good. Second free throw, in and out. Now Exuma with the rebound. Bringing the ball down court, slowing it up, waiting for the
And you know what they're
down
trying to
point guard.
Sweden
All
says,
the way
"No, I'll take it
off
myself."
the glass. No good.
Oh, yeah.
Fighting for the rebound is Dean underneath, and she scores it.
And Dean, 1 point but 11 rebounds in the first half. She's come alive in the second half, dominating inside.
Here's Higgs.
Higgs. Blair Black fighting. Oh, a lot of contact.
She's asking for that foul.
A lot of contact. Lewis not going to give it to her.
Oh, no look.
Oh, come on.
Pass. It's a turnover.
Sometimes Lewis is not going to give you those calls. I don't know why he does that sometimes. He'll swallow that whistle.
So now, 12 seconds left in this third quarter. 11, 10, 9 seconds.
Wilson. Big, smooth mid-range.
So that's going to do it for the third quarter. Coach, it's still an 11-point game for the Exuma team. Eleuthera, they're trying to claw their way back in it, but every time they come up with a couple of stops and a few points, Exuma just start to answer the door.
Exuma remembers who they are. They have the size advantage inside. They go inside to Dean. They go inside to Dean and
to Grant.
Yeah, to Grant.
Oh.
Had a brain sliver. They go inside the Dean and Leazy Grant, and they get a bucket or they get fouled and they go to the line and they convert. And that's how they manage to stay up. They stay true to themselves. And Exuma's working. Exuma's working hard for shots. Eleuthera's working way too hard for shots. They have to create it themselves. Set up some easy motions to get Pratt. To get the Shan Higgs coming down off some down screens for some easy looks. They work hard. They get to the line. They haven't been converting. And they've been allowing just the easiest entry passes into the post for Exuma. So if you have a team with big post players and you don't pressure the ball, they're going to pound you inside, and that's what's happening. And unless Eleuthera can put together some spots, Exuma's going to put them away. So we'll see what's going on in the fourth quarter. It's winning time.
So now as we get set to start the fourth quarter, who will go to the gold medal game? We're going to find that out in just a few minutes. We got 8 minutes on the clock for the fourth quarter. And right now, Exuma with a 51-42 lead. And here comes Exuma with the basketball, and she turns it over. Now Wilson for the Eleuthera team. Looks in the corner, spot up, roll, dribble. Passes it off to the Higgs, and they're going to call ball to the side. Maybe a touch foul. They call it on number 1-2. Sorry, they call that foul on number, I think he said 2. Now it's Eleuthera basketball. Higgs on top to Wilson. Wilson now dribbling, being guarded closely by Saunders. Wilson over to little bit of attempt, and she had it knocked away. Now Eleuthera gained possession.
Higgs tried to do a Steph
Higgs
Curry
tried
there.
to hit a shot, but it didn't go. Oh, they go inside to roll. To Dean, sorry, Dean. Misses the shot. So now here comes Eleuthera now, trying to close this gap. Higgs dribble. Ooh, dry. Oh, man, between the two defenders. Higgs is making it look good. So now it's a 41-51 lead for Exuma. Exuma with the basketball. Looking inside to Grant. Grant. Pump, fake, shoot, and she is fouled.
Grant is not stopping. She is going right at him. That's money. You can see when it left their hand. That was a great follow through.
I think the first free throw, second free throw on the way, and that also is good. So now, Eleuthera now. Eleuthera trying to come back.
Driving kick, but out of control.
And kick, but she's gonna be charged with a charging foul. And it's easy for Grant to take a charging foul. They just bounce off of her.
Yeah, I was when I played, I was a skinny guy. I was not taking a charge. I was gonna block that shot. I'll take a foul. I'm not taking a charge. And then Sebastian Gray looking old. Oh, good pass, good cut.
Oh, man. Grant is just putting on a clinic in here today.
Sebastian needs to ice up.
And he's penetrating, trying to answer back, but no good.
Sebastian
now
is tired.
Here comes Exuma now with numbers. Exuma on the top, on the way, spin, fake, no good, knocked away. Eleuthera now with the basketball. Eleuthera with numbers. Here comes Wilson. Wilson dribble drive all the way, and they're not going to call a foul. And now Eleuthera with a three-pointer on the way. That's no good.
That was an interesting shot.
And Exuma now with the basketball.
It's Hannah.
And Hannah.
And yeah, Exuma looks winded. They're still very much in this game, but it looks like they're done for the day.
So now Eleuthera coming back, trying to score here, and does not get the roll. Ball knocked away. Someone maintained possession. And coach, this is an unusual sequence. You think it's mainly because everybody's tired?
I think they're tired. I think Eleuthera, that win took a lot out of them, and they are tired. And you know what else too? Exuma's been leaning on them all game. They've been getting the ball into the post. These bigs. I know people try to say the post-up game is dead. I think the NBA Finals has exposed that as a lie. But when you got these bigs, you got these big players leaning on you every day. It's tiring. You get tired, man.
Yeah. Put your weight on it. That's what the coaches say.
Yeah,
Put your weight on it.
the post game has value. If that's your advantage, if that's your strength, you can play to it. It's a card you should play. Exuma's played it well, and Eleuthera's tired. And Webster's trying to get back in this game. She's not getting back. Coach Cash sent her back to the bench. And you know what?
She has 4 fouls.
Yeah. And also that's a heady play too, because we've seen her come off the bench and win games for Exuma to get them here. And when you have a player that dynamic, and you're already up with it seems big the way Eleuthera's playing. Like it seems big, when you're up with a big lead, you got to play. They come off the bench and get buckets, and when you a game, and you in a tournament, just sit them out. Let them keep fresh for next game. Oh, she's back in. Nina Webster's back in, guarding LaShawn Higgs, face Gardner. There we go.
Higgs. This is an interesting call. I'm wondering what is the call. This is when we need to have the referee mic'd up.
Yeah.
You know what some of the calls are. I mean, I know some of the signs, but I would love to know what he called just now.
I think it's a clock.
Because nothing happened.
Clock discrepancy.
Well, give the
shot up. It's 4 seconds. Gotta get it up. Ooh.
Coaches pull you for that, right, Coach?
What's
if
that?
You got a player on the court, especially a guard, and he don't know how many seconds on the clock. You got to take him out of the game.
I imagine what Bacchus would say.
You got to take him out of the game.
I can't repeat it on this part.
You got to take him out of the game because what he's going to tell you? Oh, I didn't know.
What you doing, man?
Just if you don't know, there's only 2 seconds left on the clock, and we have the possession.
Big try by Sweden. Great mid-range game.
That means you're out of the game.
Big rebound. Big rebound inside by Blair Black. So wild sequence by Aubrey Carey. She had Higgs open for the three-pointer, decided to take it herself. Goes up wild, misses, but Blair Black gets the follow-up, and she's going to the line. Not much follow through there, but it doesn't matter. It goes in.
Way to go. Good job. All. Spread out.
Oh, back inside. Doing what they do best.
Big enough.
Travel.
She looks great.
That's where the left hand comes into becomes prominent. All she do is pivot off her right foot and then with the left hand. She tries to go back right, travels. And Luther needs to run this ball down their backs. Higgs.
Yeah. Correct.
Good ball movement. Webster. Ooh, good pass. Good find by Webster. That's Christiana Richardson going to the line. Great find by Webster. That's how you run the court. Guard keeping her head up, finds the cutter.
Way to go.
First free throw is good. Oh, good hesitation move. And
Lane parts for Higgs.
She just continued to 200.
Terminator. She will not stop until she's melting in lava. Dean's so steady-handed. She does not get rankled. She didn't make a lot of shots in the first half. She pounds the boards, keeps going up. Going to work.
Again, it's foul. She'll go to the line.
Good foul inside by Black, sent him to the line. Dean will make him though, so. Going to try to put Exuma up 11. She misses the first one. Oh, struggling there. She missed the second one. It was called a violation. It's to vest a bullet for Eleuthera. She took a hit. Looks like Eleuthera has their bench players in the game along with Higgs. Not sure what the game plan is over here.
I got it. Meanwhile, they got a timeout on the floor.
There's the young legend, Kemsey Silvestri, coming in the building.
And the next game is going to be New Providence men or ladies?
I think it's men versus Abaco.
Versus Abaco. We're going to move on to play the goal.
Yeah, I think New Providence heavy favorites against Abaco. Abaco has some guys who could go too, but we New Providence too athletic, too tenacious, too long, too quick. So we'll see what it is. The thing about the game is you got to see, got to play it.
You got to play it.
And Eleuthera's very much in this game. They're only down by 9. They need to try to make some kind of defensive stand and stop Exuma's inside attack. They're huddled up again. Coach Bullard trying to explain something. Coach Higgs, trying to explain something to his players. They're going pretty small. It's a pretty small lineup. It looks like LaShawn Higgs is the biggest player in their lineup. I don't know if this is a press lineup or what they're trying to do here. That's what I would try to do is press them. Put pressure on their ball handlers. Looks like Higgs getting sub. It might be the first sub I've seen her take in the tournament.
I think this break that they're having right now, I think it has something to do with water being thrown on the floor.
Sherelle Cash schooling the youngster. Seems like Cash is mentoring. She's taking it on herself to mentor Webster. And high schooler getting an education.
Free of charge.
I know, she's getting a whole education right there from Sherelle Cash. Coach Higgs trying to encourage his girls. They look beat. Sean Higgs pulling them aside. Got the Abaco guys on the side getting ready to go. Let's see what they do with this lineup. This is an interesting lineup by Eleuthera, going small. And there's Higgs taking the handoff. Oh, she's open. Higgs is open from 3. Misses. Looks like Adina Webster wanted to get out on the run, but Lewis thought better of it. She decided to walk it up the court. They can take their time and go right in to Grant, posting up Higgs. Big and strong. It's an easy bucket for Grant. Sean Saunders of Eleuthera in traffic. Oh, Higgs rips the youngster, rips Webster, gets the easy 2. Yeah, Zuma's in a press. I don't know what that is. Play one-on-one press. Sean Saunders with the swat on the taller Christiana Richardson. But it's Exuma ball. Webster's bringing it in. Oh, great pass to find Richardson. Webster travels on the wing. The high school prodigy coughs the ball up. Exuma's still only up by 9, 1 minute left. He's going to try to get something going. And Richardson comes over, bullets back at the high post, and Saunders signaling a foul.
Coach, one thing you don't want to do in this situation, speaking of Exuma, is to foul them and let them go to the line and get points. You don't mind if they get points, but hopefully the clock will be running.
They get them quick, yeah, but you don't want them. You don't want to foul them. Higgs will get you some points. Higgs kicks it back out to Sean Saunders, who clinks a 3. And they go right back to Grant, and
Grant is just wearing out all the defensive players.
Grant is a bull in a china shop. That's the thing with if you have the small lineup in, you got to press them, and you can't let them get the passes off. They have the small lineup in, they're not really pressing. Eleuthera's not really pressing Exuma, and they're allowing him to get the ball in the post to Grant, where Eleuthera has a disadvantage, and she's wearing them out, her and Dean, and they're just playing to their strengths. Grant misses the first one. Higgs gets that rebound and she pushes it right down Grant's back.
Oh yeah, that's what we like to see.
Yeah. Trap in the corner, but she beats it. Goes away though. Press, they just kind of fall back into half-court defense and get posted up by the bigger players of Exuma. I'm going to send Lewis to the line. She misses the first one. Tracy Lewis, 2 for 4. 2 for 6 from the line for Exuma. And Jasmine Saunders-Bethel is going to go to the line for Eleuthera, the lefty. Takes the first free throw. She cranks that and she puts that in. And Eleuthera with the small lineup. Let's see if they get a press going against Exuma. She misses the second one. Dean with the big rebound. Oh, they're going for a trap. Sloppy pass, but gets it off. As Lewis travels, ball's going back Eleuthera's way. They got to capitalize on these turnovers. Refs, 44 seconds left, timeout. Exuma's going to try to scheme up a way to get a quick shot off and then get a press on Eleuthera, Exuma, and then try to get a turnover It's a lot. It's a lot. A lot to happen in 44 seconds to see if we can pull it off. They haven't been able to successfully do it for the game yet. Comes back with a small lineup.
Yeah, they want to run. They want to get some early points.
So he tried to press.
Whoa.
It's an air ball. But Saunders, bullet looks like she's going to pull the rebound in. But it goes out of bounds. So Garcia Hand is going to inbound it for Exuma. Looks like they're in a press to see if they can get a successful trap. They're just man up. You got to send a second. You got to send a second person over. You're gonna press. And it's in the post with Grant, who finds Hannah underneath, who gets it to Dean, who gets it back out to Lewis, who gets it back out to Hannah. And Grant fumbles the ball and lets it go out of bounds. It's okay though. 18 seconds left. Saunders misses the long shot, but Higgs gets it back, misses the shot again. Saunders fouls Sweeting, small guards, with 6.6 seconds left, down 9.
We got a 58-49 lead for the Exuma team.
Swinging to the line for Exuma. Money. Oh, looks like it's going to bubble in. She had good touch on it. Look good coming off her hand. You missed it.
Second free throw. That's the money shot.
Makes the first one. Makes the second one. Higgs going to dribble it down the court. Air ball to Saunders. Said, we getting out of here, man. And Exuma's going to the
gold medal game in the ladies.
Gold medal game.
And Coach, what could we say?
Hey,
Exuma, in my mind, they came in the favorite. Speaking with the coach, like you said, he going in there with a game plan, which is to go inside, and that's what he did.
And they did it all night. They did not stop.
Once you have a game plan, sorry, Coach, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they didn't stop. They went to Dean and Grant early. They went to Dean and Grant late. They got to the foul line. They got easy shots inside. And we saw last night, Eleuthera, they had trouble generating shots. Higgs did score 36 points, but she did it inefficiently. They don't run much offense, and they allowed easy interior passes. They allowed easy entry passes to Exuma, and Exuma pounded them and wore them out, and Exuma's going to the championship.
You're so right, Coach. And I would say this, I'm not trying to make any excuses for any of the teams because, all of them fought hard, they played well. But I saw a different energy today from what I saw from the Eleuthera team after going through that double overtime.
Oh, no, yeah. I'm sure that double overtime took it out of Eleuthera. Exuma, it's funny you say that because both teams look so tired coming in. So Eleuthera came through with the spark. They dug deep. They found it in themselves. And they came through with the win. And we got stats. And Leaja Grant is Exuma's player of the game. She had 26 and 15. Pounded it inside. Marvia Dean had 9 points, but she beasted out on the inside. She had 19 rebounds to lead Eleuthera. LaShawn Higgs had 26 points, 3 assists, 9 rebounds. And we're going to talk to Exuma's coach. 1 second. All right, Coach, tell him your name. Big baby. We got Glenn Davis from Exuma, and Coach Davis, we saw you pounded him inside. Was that your plan coming in?
That's the game plan all along. Pound on the inside.
And I saw how about how you plan to handle Higgs? You know, she had the big game last night, but you kind of kept her in check. If holding somebody to 26 points is keeping them in check, what did you want to do with her?
Once the game starts, we can figure a way to make our defense work.
And I saw Coach Cash mentoring the youngster Dina Webster on the sideline. What was she telling her?
Just stay with the game. You know, don't reach. Just keep your hands up. Help is going to come. You know.
And she played great defense. She had good scoring games in the previously in the tournament. But it seems like she understands the role. She could score, but it seems like she does a great job of buying into what the team wants her to do.
Yeah, she's young, but she has very good knowledge of the game.
Yeah.
So whatever we ask her to do, she come through for us. You know, we need to pick the pace up. She's always ready to pull the wings and make it easy basket for us.
And I saw your players; they were tired. They looked tired coming in.
Yeah.
What did you tell them to get them going? Because the Eleuthers are tired too. So I wanted to see how, and so it's kind of interesting how your players actually played versus how they look coming in. So what did you tell them to get them going?
Well, I told them simple that it's more motivation to go for the goal than to play a second game fighting for bronze. Bronze means you just come one step ahead of the last.
And you still got to play, but for third place, so you might as well play for gold.
Play for gold. Give it all you got. Let's go and gold.
Well, congratulations. See you in the championships. Coach
Thank
Glenn
you,
Davis, Exuma.
We'll be there.
And we're going to go to break right now from the D.W. Davis Gymnasium. Oh, we got Leaja Grant coming with us. She had a big game inside. 26 points, 15 rebounds. Aw, you could bring it. It's okay. It's okay. You got on TV. Aw. Aw, she's so cute. And we have, did I call your name correctly, Leaja Grant?
Leaja.
Leaja Grant. Sorry about that. Leaja Grant of Exuma. Oh, no.
Sorry.
She's adorable.
Daddy, come for.
Leaja Grant. Aw.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Her name's Leah.
She is adorable.
Thank you.
And you, I saw when you coming in how tired you were, and you still managed to go to work inside and pound him inside. What did Coach tell you coming into the game? Was about the plan to attack him inside?
He just simply was like, get the ball inside. But it's been 3 years since I picked up a ball, so I'm surprised I was able to do the things that I did in my prime.
Well, you went to work, so you must have dug deep in something. And how do you feel to be playing it's the first Bahamas game since 2001, and you going to the finals? How does that feel?
Feels great. I mean, it's always, a blessing to continue to do what you love. And, to represent your country, that's without a better feeling.
And what was Sherelle Cash saying over there? Because she was talking a lot. What was she saying to you guys on the bench?
She just was being a phenomenal assistant coach, Played with her. She's a great player, but she's, a true veteran, so she knows what she's talking about.
And she's a great leader. And I see her talking to, Adina Webster a lot, so it was cool for me to see her taking her under her wing, kind of mentoring her. That's Leaja Grant. Congratulations. She's going to the championships. Bahamas games, Exuma. We're going to go to break now from the Bahamas games from D.W. Davis Gymnasium. I'm Tej Adderley. That's Leaja Grant, and she beat Eleuthera.
Thank you.
Grammy, what's a common loftier goal?
Well, my sweet one, a common loftier goal is a shared dream that we, as Bahamians, achieve together. It's a vision of unity, progress, and prosperity for all of our beautiful islands. You see, a common loftier goal is about working together towards something bigger than ourselves. It is what we are always striving to achieve. Now, how we get there is by one small step at a time.
But our country is so small.
Well, hon, you'll be surprised what can happen when you believe.
Lowe's means a lot to me. Seeing my customers smile brightens my day. Family is important to me. I love spending quality time with my grandchildren. I'm happy to celebrate 70 years with Lowe's. My name is Constance Penn. I've been working with Lowe's for 48 years. I hope and trust that they have another 70 years to come.
KTH Physiotherapy has a professional team of therapists that stay up to date with the latest methods in orthopedic rehabilitation. Our clinical staff is praised in helping in the recovery of sports injuries, including neck, back, knees, and shoulders, just to name a few. We provide high-quality service in a warm, friendly environment. Insurance is accepted with a doctor's referral. Get back on track with KTH Physiotherapy. Located East Bay Shopping Center, opposite Potter's Key. 394-5161.
Catch Janae's annual 20% off back-to-school sale going on this week only. Get up to 20% off on all school items in stock. Yes, 20% off all school items. Shirts, jumpers, skirts, boys' long and short pants, school neckties, PE shorts in a variety of colors, colorful backpacks and lunch bags, character towels, raincoats, and umbrellas. Shop early and don't miss out on this. Janae's Chesapeake Road's annual 20% off back-to-school sale going on this week only. Beat the rush and save. Janae's 20% off annual back-to-school sale going on now. Restrictions apply.
And we're back at the D.W. Davis Gymnasium. We just had Liasia Grant of Exuma on the broadcast with us. Exuma, as you as you may notice just now, just ran all over Exuma Ragged Island. Exuma ran over Eleuthera 59-50. We're supposed to have New Providence versus Abaco going, but I'm not sure. We're not exactly sure what's going on. And the game is canceled. So they moved everything to Kendall Isaac's gym, so we're going to take you there in a bit. But in the meantime, Showtime, what'd you see in that last game?
Well, quite frankly speaking, Exuma with a game plan, come in, pound the ball inside, and that's exactly what they did. So you got to give Exuma a lot of credit for being able to pound the ball inside to Grant, and Grant delivered.
And I was really looking forward to this New Providence versus Abaco game. I wanted to see it right here when they commentated. New Providence with the long, lean, athletic guys like Michael Bain, like Kemsey Silvestri, like Dylan Musgrove, the guys who can get buckets, get out on a run in a hurry against people like Malik Penn, like Godfrey Roll, who plays on the national team. I wanted to see this matchup in person. I wanted to call it. It's going to be intense. And
yeah, quite naturally we would have seen a good game, but the fact is New Providence is just too big and too athletic, too strong for Abaco. So I don't know if that would have been a really, really good game. But at the end of the day, when we see the game being, let's say, did they say whether or not they moved the game, canceled the game? What did they say?
I don't want to go on. I don't want to go on air and say what I don't understand. From what it seems like, they might have moved it, but I'm not 100,000%. I'm not 100,000% sure, so I'm not going to. Okay, so I've been told they moved it to Kendall Isaacs, so we're gonna take them to Kendall Isaacs. So we're trying to figure out now if what we're doing with the broadcast. But yeah, you're right. New Providence does have guys who can fill it up in a hurry. They have guys who make good decisions with the ball and defend, and they have guys who can do everything in between. And Abaco, they have Godfrey Rowe Jr., who is a non-stop nightmare all over the court. They have Robert Joseph, guy who played for me, who could get buckets. They got Sebastian Gray, who looks like he came out of retirement to play. We saw him with a Theragun just now, trying to get himself ready to play. So this is a great matchup. This is something you want to see.
And of course, we're getting word now as to whether or not it's been moved to the Kendall Isaacs gym.
Yeah, they're moving the game to Kendall Isaacs gym. It's kind of fitting for a game of this magnitude. Hometown team, and there's some New Providence guys from Abaco with their families who want to see them play. So I guess it's kind of fitting. They want to pack the house. They want to get people in there, and of course it's a lot cooler than it is here too. So they're gonna want to do that. So this is a big game coming up. Abaco versus New Providence for a chance to go to the finals. Exuma already punched their ticket to the final. We see they came in. They fought through fatigue. There's Liasia Grant trying to gather herself now. She handled the business with 26 and 15. And her daughter, she's adorable. So she's trying to gather herself now so that she could play in the finals and bring the title home for Exuma and for Minister Chester Cooper, who we talked to yesterday, if you want to see that interview. And we're going to wrap it up now and take you to Kendall Isaac's gym. Thank you to everybody who came in and watched the games with us. Thank you to our production staff. They are great. I've never met people better at their jobs than our production staff. So thank you to them. Thank you to Showtime.
Hey, always been a pleasure.
We had a fun tournament. We are done here at the D.W. Davis Gym. Thank you to everyone. Once again, tuning in for the Bahamas games. It's been an honor to call the first one since 2021. I was in grade 11, going into grade 12 when the last one happened. So this has been a great experience for me personally. And we are out of here taking you to Kendall Isaac's gym. I'm Tage Adderley. I've been Showtime. We are out. Peace.
progress and prosperity for all of our beautiful islands. You see, a common loftier goal is about working together towards something bigger than ourselves. It is what we are always striving to achieve. Now, how we get there is by one small step at a time.
But our country is so small.
Well, hon, you'll be surprised what can happen when you believe.
Here, in the heart of Nassau, we welcome you to Bahama Handprints. Since 1966, we've been designing and manufacturing one-of-a-kind fabric. Every yard is printed by hand, and every garment and accessory crafted with expert care. Meet Les, our head printer for over 30 years. Les delicately prints each swath of fabric in our Harbor Bay factory, a skill he has mastered over decades, a true labor of love. Our islands inspire the vibrant colors and tropical motifs synonymous with Bahama handprints. Our team of artisans passionately creates an array of apparel and accessories for women, men, and children. A visual feast, designed and made locally. Visit our factory store in Harbor Bay today to see it unfold before your very eyes, or visit one of our 2 boutiques located in Sandyport, Nassau, or Governor's Harbor, Eleuthera. Bahama Handprints. Boldly Bahamian.
Inspections by the MDTS are to begin January 2024 on all commercial vehicles. Drivers will need to ensure that their trucks meet safety standards. Inspection areas include lights, horns, brakes, hydraulic systems. All trailers must be inspected on the same timeline, must have proper brakes, locking systems, and is roadworthy. Contact us at 601-0629 for further details and appointments.
Blue Lagoon Island is an amazing private island day away that's fun for all ages. Choose your speed. Swim in the calm lagoon. Conquer the inflatable aqua park. Tour the island via Segway or relax in a hammock under a swaying palm tree. Visit our dolphins, sea lions, stingrays, and sharks for an encounter of a lifetime. There's just so much to see and do on beautiful Blue Lagoon Island. Call 363-1003 to book your spot today.
First we plan, then we innovate, then we build. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, we are committed to quality, to safety, and to service. We know that the road you take is just as important as your final destination. At Bahamas Striping Group of Companies, it is our job to make sure the road and the ride are as smooth as possible. From striping roads to building them, we are the right choice, the trusted choice, the only choice to help you build your tomorrow.
Lowe's means a lot to me. Seeing my customers smile brightens my day. Family is important to me. I love spending quality time with my grandchildren. I'm happy to celebrate 70 years with Lowe's. My name is Constance Penn. I've been working with Lowe's for 48 years. I hope and trust that they have another 70 years to come.
KTH Physiotherapy has a professional team of therapists that stay up to date with the latest methods in orthopedic rehabilitation. Our clinical staff is praised in helping in the recovery of sports injuries, including neck, back, knees, and shoulders, just to name a few. We provide high-quality service in a warm, friendly environment. Insurance is accepted with a doctor's referral. Get back on track with KTH Physiotherapy. Located East Bay Shopping Center, opposite Potter's Key. 394-5161.
Catch Janae's annual 20% off back-to-school sale going on this week only. Get up to 20% off on all school items in stock. Yes, 20% off all school items. Shirts, jumpers, skirts, boys' long and short pants, school neckties, PE shorts in a variety of colors, colorful backpacks and lunch bags, character towels, raincoats, and umbrellas. Shop early and don't miss out on this. Janae's Chesapeake Road's annual 20% off back-to-school sale going on this week only. Beat the rush and save. Janae's 20% off annual back-to-school sale going on now. Restrictions apply.
watch me. No matter how hard them a slide. From what day you may find out, certain people not like me. Everyone focus back at thing now. Make screw me, I do it like Nike. But me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me. Me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Them want poison me, so me think up. Plus me and them girlfriend a link up. That way you did that when they think tough. No food, clean water fi drink up. Now me and the dog them a link up. Big truck, 20-inch rim, just a spin up. The pioneer just a kicks up. And a hip-hop or calypso. You can't see the start to the king up. Plus me and the Cuban a link up. Rose gold to the Cuban link up. How much ice just a her and the rings up. From what day you may find out, certain people don't like me. Everyone talk us by a thing now. Big screw me, I do it like Nike. But me not fear no guy now. No matter how hard them a spite me. Me just a go and do me thing now. Me just a do it like Nike. 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 Me tell you the truth, if I were you, then me probably woulda like me neither. Fresh to the top, and I get them set the flow and God let my mind need Jesus. Girls call cookies when my mind need reason. And when my frost they can't style me neither. I am excellent, point blank, tell the truth. Bullets never miss the chin like a Chinese teacher. Yeah, every bad mind